Hello, people.
And welcome to another episode of Jim and Dave's Beer Review. Dave, what are we reviewing now?
Yuengling Oktoberfest. Even though it happens to be the end of November.
Yeah, we're a little behind on our whole Oktoberfest.
We love Yuengling. So
Yuengling is a great American tradition, one of the oldest breweries in America.
It's the oldest one in America.
And it's in Pennsylvania. One of these days we gotta go down there and check it out.
I would love to go down there for like a tour or a taste.
Yeah, they have tours. They do have the whole thing.
I would love to do that.
We have reviewed various Yuengling beers in the past. I think we bagged one because it wasn't fresh. We bought something at what's that place called? The place where we bought the variety pack.
Bought a variety pack at Austin's.
No.
Bought the
Yuengling variety pack.
The Korean place?
No. The place where you can make your own custom six pack.
God darn it, Wegmans.
Wegmans, thank you. We bought a variety pack there, Dave did, I should say, and unfortunately, one of them was a little skunked, so we chose not to review it at the time, which was a bit of a first.
Did we get it that time and we didn't review it?
But that was the time. It was one of the various Yuengling types, okay. And we said, you know what? We opened it up.
Okay.
We got so far, we could smell it from the bottom. It was skunked. It was past the expiration date. It's very important with beer to be able to say, okay, this is the best time to drink this beer. Much like a fine aged wine, some beers, you gotta get the right spot. Anyway, this particular one is Yuengling Oktoberfest.
Well, this one, even the internet thing's asking more and more questions nowadays. It's like you can put whatever you want to, it doesn't really matter. Are you 21 years old? What state do you live in? How old are you? What's your next of kin? Hello.
Well, we had reviewed Samuel Adams Oktoberfest, and I happened to, we still had a little bit. I bought an extra case of that just for regular drinking beer because I thought it was very good. Yeah. And, we only had about 6 or 7 or 8 left of that particular case. So I said, all right, well, Dave's coming over. It's a Saturday night. We're watching our usual TV. And I thought to myself, okay, well, what would be good? So I'd pick up another 6-pack. Don't have to buy a whole case. Just a 6-pack. So I went over to Capone's on Germantown Pike. And I thought...
Capone's on Germantown Pike? You mean the one next to the 7-Eleven?
That's the one.
Wow, we used to drink there a long time ago.
Long time ago. And they have a great selection of various beers. Unfortunately, you can't buy a lot of them unless you got cash. Anything less than $20, you got to use cash. Really?
They have that sort of like... Unless you spend so much money, you can't use a credit card.
Right, unless you're $20.
That's the same way that Korean place is.
Yeah, it kind of blows.
I look at all the Yuengling things. They have train sets and cars and mini stuff. It's kind of neat.
So while I was there, I broke into the ATM and got myself Yuengling Oktoberfest. It's a seasonal beer. We haven't tried this particular Oktoberfest yet, so let's give it a shot. Dave?
I like the blend.
Fill up your mug over there, buddy.
There you go. Very good. Yes, I'm trying to find it. I found it, but I can't get to it online.
Well, I will say just off the bat, the color seems very similar to the Samuel Adams one.
Yeah.
Very dark, reddish, orangish.
Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the Oktoberfest beer. I can't find the beer. Hold on. Let's see here. Our beer.
Well, it is past October, so maybe they took it off the website.
Oh, I just saw, here it is. See if I click on
there you go. All right, cool.
If I click on this, it goes right past.
Not a whole lot about it on the bottle. Just a very standard Yuengling type of bottle.
Oh, it should, like, if you click on it or something. It doesn't work. I don't understand people. Find beer. No, that's near beer near you. Promotions, online, store. I tell you what, when I was drinking the Black and Tan...
Yeah.
That's like the poor man's Guinness, is what I understand that.
Yes, that's what some people call it. I thought that was a very unique beer in that, and I said this during the particular review, that 2 kinds of beer mixed together to produce another product, Black and Tan.
Yeah.
I don't recall ever drinking any beer that was like, all right, here's an ale, this is a porter, we're mixing them together to create another beer. So, very cool. I thought actually more places should do that.
If Guinness wasn't my favorite beer, then I think Black and Tan Yuengling would be. But we're here to review Oktoberfest, which I can't really find. I could probably go to a beer advocate to get more information. But
yeah, it's strange it's not on their website.
This looks a lot like Samuel Adams type packaging here. The color of it.
Well, it is a orange color. We all know orange and black is kind of
orange.
colors.
What do you call that? It's pumpkin looking.
Very pumpkin looking, brown, orangish, dark, very dark orange. But that's okay. It's all
since 1829, and Jimm's the first one that bought Yuengling to start with, and throughout the years we've been drinking that.
And you know, it's weird. Some people had good memories of Yuenglings. They'd go out of state, they came back and drink it, and they're like, oh, this is as good as I remember. Well, I kind of like Yuengling. I always thought it's a very, very good, solid
lager. What made you start buying Yuengling? Was it somebody says it was brewery, so you decided to start buying Yuengling? Because you used to buy Miller, and then you started buying Yuengling more or less.
Miller was a long, long time
I know,
ago. I think that was way pre-Yuengling.
I'm just saying, like, we really didn't buy beer every week before we were in our, say, late 30s.
I don't remember when I started picking up Yuengling. I think maybe...
I would say about 10 years ago is when you first started buying Yuengling.
Really?
Yeah. Because back 10, 15 years ago, I bought beer when I was going to go to my friend's house or if they came over. But when I moved out into my apartment, I was like, ooh, I got my own apartment now. I should really have beer at all times.
Well, I suppose maybe I tried it at some point and thought it was good. And it was relatively inexpensive. I mean, if you're going to have a standard go-to beer... What do you want from it? You want it to taste good, and you want it to be not too hard on the wallet. So I imagine Yuengling probably met those qualities.
Yeah, Yuengling's good beer when it comes to money, because it doesn't cost a lot of money.
Well, let's give it a little smell here, shall we? Let's do our review.
Any information on it? I'm sorry.
7 minutes in, we have yet.
It's okay.
7 minutes in this review, we have yet to actually taste the beer.
We've been drinking, having a good time. We kind of forgot what we're doing.
This is a little bit of a late review for us.
It's 11:30. It's kind of past our bedtime for old people now.
Typical beer smell.
Yeah, well, Yuengling's
I like it though.
Bad smell to it. Never had.
Well, let's hope this is a good Yuengling. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I give that an 8. I knew that already. Let's give it an 8.
Well, one of the interesting things about Oktoberfest, at least as far as Samuel Adams goes, is that it is a mixture of a lot of different hops. And I think they're actually
color's good. I like
probably following very similar in this particular one. I find this beer very drinkable. I think this would go good with some steak.
Yeah.
Maybe even some pizza with salami and pepperoni.
Oh, I like salami. I like pizza. I like
drinking it. It's reminds me of Samuel Adams Oktoberfest. They're very similar.
Yeah, the package is the same. The beer tastes good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I will agree with you, Dave. I think this beer is definitely an 8.
Yeah.
Maybe even a 9, but 8 is what comes to mind.
To get to a 9 for me has to be like a dark type beer.
Ah, yes. Well, we all know what you like, but what I like too is a good lager, and I think this.
Oh, it's a good beer.
I don't know if this actually.
I would drink this every day.
What the hell's in this? Because we got no information about whatsoever.
I couldn't. I clicked on. I went to the Yuengling website. I clicked on and it would not, because it's specialty beer. I don't know if because of the iPad or whatnot. I tried to click on it and it wouldn't do it on.
All right, you hear that, Yuengling? Get your website ass together.
Either that or you iMac or the Apple products. Make sure your apps are working correctly and all this other stuff.
Oh well, what are you gonna do?
I don't know.
But anyway, I like it. I think this was a good choice for a 6-pack.
Yeah, you did a good choice. A very good choice. Yes.
Can't complain too much about it. All right, that's it. 2 8s. Hey, how often? Well, once in a while, me and Dave are on the same page.
Usually, it's like 1 out of every 3 beers that we agree on, or so.
Maybe 1 out of every 4 or 5.
At least.
We'll go back and we'll take a look at it and we'll figure out what exactly it is that's going on.
When Jim gets the time to go in and make the channel, because he's a very busy man, he will.
Yeah, when they're watching this, they'll probably be watching on the channel, to tell you the truth. And who knows? Maybe people will be watching this 100 years from now, and it'll still be on YouTube because Lord knows if it's in the cloud.
At that time, we'll have some
forever.
hits.
Yeah, who'll care that? Because we'll be dead. Mother effers.
We'll finally have some hits back then. Be like watching Star Trek Voyager. Remember, look, we saw this stuff from YouTube.
So you remember 50 years ago when Doctor Who first came on?
Yeah.
Well, these were when these two a-holes here started.
We could be rich and famous by the time we're like old, which we almost are already
suck.
Anyway. We're like 47 apiece.
Yeah.
Makes it like 90 something.
I went to get my hair cut today, and the girl was just like, you're getting a little thin on top here. I was like, well, don't cut it, but I like it to fill in my bald spot.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, well, that doesn't work. Because what happens is, when you let your hair on top go long, it starts bunching together. It draws attention to the fact that you're losing your hair. I was just like,
Maybe I start coming it backwards, Jim.
well, thank you very much for your honesty. No one's ever mentioned that to me before.
You still go to the hair cuttery place, right?
No, actually, I was going to Great Cuts.
Oh, okay. All right.
And the girl was brutal with me. She was just like honest. She's like, dude, when you got like the little hair that comes down the side here, and it starts clumping together, it actually draws attention to the fact you're losing
Buzz
your hair.
cut yourself, dude.
I might. My dad did that for.
Your dad was buzz cut since I remember him.
Yeah, since the old days.
But he pulled it off well, though, man. He did.
Well, when that is the hairstyle you got to know him at, then.
Yeah,
so
it's a haircut he always had. I'll always remember him.
I'm not quite there yet, but Lord knows I'm knocking on the door.
You're fine.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
You're fine too.
Actually,
you got your hair's pretty dark.
Well, I don't color my hair, but I do color the beard, so it kind of offsets it. If you look, if I got it down, it's like from here and over here there is no hair. I just could pull it all the way down. So
well,
I got
what's that called?
I got the mow haircut.
Crow's feet.
I don't know, but I've got the the Roman haircut. I think it's a Roman haircut. It's not exactly Mo type haircut.
It's not Mo. It's not exactly
Mo,
Ro,
but it's like
Roman.
the Roman haircut. If you watch Gladiator, that's Russell Crowe's haircut.
How we go from beer review to talking about our hair? Well, that's all right.
Idea.
Hey, it's our show. Fuck you. You don't like it?
He cursed. I don't think that. You know what?
This is a family show, so go fuck yourself.
Guys,
it's late. What can I tell you? I've had a couple beers. We're reviewing stuff, mother effers.
Look, we've nodded and woken up and nodded again and woken up.
Yeah,
and
it's
drank
like,
more beer
hey,
after
this
that.
is really
so
good, exciting.
That's what you do when you're 40.
Hey, what are you doing? Fuck off. I might beep this.
Oh God, man, yeah.
All right, that's it. We're done.
Thank you very
Let's
much.
review. Review this.
Oh my God, that's gone too far.
Yes, well, that's why it should be reviewed.
Oh,
because it's too big.
That's just wrong.